Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm your hostess, Mandy Cantrell. A lot of our programs of Library Connection are about different events in the community and things going on. And then sometimes we do programs that are just about local people in our community who are very active and involved. And of course, we also like to showcase people who come into the library and read a lot. And today we're doing kind of both of those. Skye Owens is joining me today. She is, and her children are some of our biggest readers. They're in for programs, and Skye is very involved in the community, and I just kind of wanted to do a program on get to know Skye. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for asking me.
Great, I'm very excited. Skye and I have known each other for several years, but I'm glad to have you on today to talk about the different things that are going on in your life. Tell us first about your family.
Well, I am married to Skye Owens. We have been married now for almost 7 years. Our story is so funny. We actually graduated high school together, but we didn't start dating until I was in college. And we have 3 beautiful daughters, Hayden, who's 10, Mary Charles is 4, and Mally is 9 months. And that in itself keeps us very busy.
It does. I know it does. Now, you're from here, and Dre is from here. Tell them who your parents are so we kind of know.
My parents are Keith and Denise Chandler, and if people don't know me by that, then I usually tell them my grandfather is Charlie Vick, and then they know exactly who I belong to.
Right. That's great. That's great. Well, like I said, you and the girls are in the library for programs and checking out books, so I know reading, especially promoting reading with your children, is very big with you. And
yes, it's very important.
It's very important. And I know you said the girls keep you very busy. What kind of activities are if we have time?
Oh, goodness, yes. What are they not involved in? Let's see. This summer has been very interesting. Hayden is a part of the Sylacauga Community Playhouse production of The Little Mermaid Jr. We are so excited. She went and auditioned and got the role as Flotsam. And so this has been very out of her element, but she is loving it and learning so much and having a great time with all of the volunteers and then all of the other students that are involved. And then Mary Charles, she takes dance, and she's in tumbling, and she loves anything really. Like, she just loves to do anything she can. And then Mally, she's just happy to be there. She tags along, and she's thank goodness she's a good baby, because she just likes to hang with her big sisters, and she watches them and laughs and plays with them. So
that's great.
Yes.
That's great. I enjoyed, particularly a couple of weeks ago, seeing Mary Charles come in after Princess Camp. Is that right?
Yes.
Coming in to check out books, I'd say, boy, Mary Charles, you are sure dressed up.
Yes, there's no telling what costume she had on that day. Which that's not unusual.
Okay.
She likes to wear princess costumes all the time, or ballerina costumes, and I let her be herself. And so you never know. You might see her in Walmart in a princess costume, or on the farm in a princess costume.
That is all right. She's a girly girl.
Yes,
that's
she
what
sure
we like.
is.
Good.
She sure is.
And then back a little bit to Hayden in the production of The Little Mermaid. When is that going to air?
It is the last weekend of this month. Let's say July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And there are actually 4 performances. The kids have worked so hard. I mean, they have 3 rehearsals a week. And the volunteers are amazing. I can't speak enough about the Sylacauga Community Playhouse and all of the people that are involved with it. I'm so excited. It's very impressive.
We were talking just before we started taping that we're glad it's back in the community.
Yes.
You know, it was here several years ago, and wonderful. I know you said Hayden, it's just a new thing for her, and that's great for children to try new things.
Well, I'm really big on helping her to develop her strengths. She has an amazing memory, and so I thought, why not try acting a little bit, since she has to memorize a lot of lines, and she does, and she's really loving it.
That's great. That's great. You're very busy being a taxi driver right now.
Yes.
But that's
Yes,
okay. That's
absolutely.
great. That's what. We're going to talk a little bit more about your job in a little bit, in the way so you've arranged it so you could be able to do things like that. Now, poor Dre, we've left him out so far. He and all these girls, but I'm sure he loves it.
He does. He loves all of his women. He does have a male dog. Okay. So Zip's also famous in Sylacauga. Yes, he is. We will not even know people, and they'll come up to us and they'll say, "Oh, well, we know you because we see your dog on the back of your truck." So Dre and his dog are pretty famous here too, famous in a small town. But yeah, Dre, he stays super busy with work. He owns a logging company, so that keeps him very busy. And then we have cattle. We have about 50 head of cows, so that is very time consuming as well. And that's I call it our family hobby. That's what we do as a family.
That's okay. That's great. Now, just the picture of Mary Charles in a princess outfit on the farm really just is right there.
I actually do have a picture of Dre with all 3 girls on the 4-wheeler with the cows at the farm and Mary Charles in her dance costume with a tutu. It's perfect. That is our family tutu.
That's wonderful. You like a wide variety of things.
Yes.
And they're learning a lot, seeing cows on a farm and just knowing all the hard work and the time that goes into that. I'm sure Dre must really enjoy that.
He does.
Is that something he's done for a long time? Or?
Well, he has. When we were dating, he had dabbled in it a little bit, but we weren't solid in our living, like where we were living. He lived in Evergreen for a little while and then Montgomery, and then when we came back to Sylacauga, it was a dream of his. And so we're big dreamers and goal setters as a family. So we that was one thing he wanted to do. So we were able to start small, and our goal is to have a lot, and so we're just working towards that.
That is great, and that's a great lesson for your girls to learn too. You can't start big. You start small and you grow and you work into it.
Exactly.
That is wonderful. Now, like I said, I've known Skye several years, but just before we started, we were talking. I had no idea about your degree, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. You finished high school here, went to Alabama.
I went to the University of Alabama.
Okay.
I'm one of the rare people who I had an idea and I kind of went with it. A lot of people change their majors, and I always knew that I wanted a business major, just watching my dad and my mom, and as they were entrepreneurs and having businesses, I always knew that was the area that I wanted to focus on. And so I went to Alabama, and my degree is in international marketing. Had the best time in Tuscaloosa, met some amazing people that I still stay in contact with. While I was there, I was able to go with the university to France for a summer. It's called Alabama in France, and I was able to take classes and then live there for about 8 weeks, and actually lived with a host family, and I got the ultimate experience. It was amazing, and it was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I encourage everybody who is in school, not in school, to do something like that at least once.
Really?
And then I was able to live at the beach for a summer as well. I did an internship in Destin and was able to live there for a summer, and that was fun too. That was really fun.
That is great. That is exciting. Destin would be awesome too, but France, oh my goodness, that is once in a lifetime kind of thing.
Yes, it is.
It goes perfectly with your international business.
That's right.
Now, I know you were Miss Sylacauga during part of your time at Alabama, right?
Miss Sylacauga 2007.
2007. And I always try and promote that as a great scholarship program for girls.
It absolutely is.
It's wonderful.
It absolutely. The benefits of competing in the Miss America organization, I can't say enough about it. I was prepared for job interviews. I was prepared for the workplace, just, a level of professionalism. It's a very amazing organization that helps young women to be just well-rounded.
That's great. That's great. Wow. And I know you give back to that organization, which we'll talk about in a little while. Now, I know you're also, Skye and I have to go to the same church, so I know you're involved in church. Girls are there for choirs and things like that, and you're on the women's ministry
team
activities.
That's right. We
trying to plan some
are
events.
working, yes, we plan several events for not just our church, the community, the women in our community. And it's really fun to work close beside some of the pillar women of our church.
Yeah.
I love that. The lessons that they can teach me, just life lessons are amazing. The friendships that I've made, the mentors. It's because we meet weekly.
Oh,
it's definitely a weekly maintenance thing when we have as many women, and the ideas and the events that we're wanting to.
Women in different stages of life. They've been where you are with young children and maybe a little older and grandparents.
Yes, and that's what we want to target all women of our church, not just one group. So that's our main focus.
There is so much to learn from women who have been where you are.
Absolutely.
And they're doing the things you're doing. Well, we've got some pictures Skye brought. I wanted us to take a look at her family, some of the things there. Okay, tell us about this one.
This was Mally's newborn pictures. She was probably 7 days old.
Oh my goodness.
This was a very interesting photo shoot.
Oh, with a 7-day-old.
Yes, and then a 4-year-old who is wild and crazy. But yes, that's my family.
Beautiful family. Hayden on the left, Mally Claire in your arms, and then Mary Charles and Dre. Well, I can't believe Dre out there. Great, okay.
And this is just an updated picture because Mally has changed so much. But that's the girls one morning before church. And I like to take their pictures all the time for myself. And then I have so many people that are, see it on Facebook or whatever, and they're like, keep posting those pictures. I love seeing them. So I love to hear that too. So just to keep updated pictures of the girls is important.
Okay, there you go.
They're straight with one of our cows. That's actually one of our favorites because she'll let you pet her. And so that's him on the farm one afternoon when we went to go feed.
Looks like he's having a conversation or something.
Yeah, and he does. He is one with his animals. He loves his animals, and he takes very good care of them. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that is so exciting. I really like to hear all the things y'all are involved in. Very active and involved.
We are.
Like I said, I know you're in the library a lot. We appreciate y'all coming to the summer programs, and I know we're going to take a break in just a second here, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about Skye is involved with Mary Kay and all the ways, the activities that go on there, and part of the reason why you chose that to be home with your girls.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Please join us after the commercial break.
In central Alabama, 9,100 kids face going to bed hungry tonight. Hunger doesn't take a day off. There are kids right here, right now, that don't know where they'll get their next meal. Join Alabama Childhood Food Solutions and help put an end to childhood hunger in central Alabama. Make a difference. Donate today, by mail or online, to help ACFS feed hungry kids. There's no better time to share than now. Their next meal could come from you.
Any meal, anytime, it's a Huddle House on Highway 280. From the popular Huddle House signature waffle to our big house breakfast, including gravy and biscuit and loaded hash browns, it's a Huddle House. Try our Philly cheese steak omelet. It's a sure hit, too. Our big house sandwich combos include Huddle burger and country fried steak. And for lunch or dinner, it's the often requested chopped steak with mushroom gravy. Starting to get hungry? Head to the Huddle House. Our friendly and experienced team await you. Huddle House, Highway 280, any meal, anytime.
There's one pharmacy that's so much more than just a drugstore. That's Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga. From cards for all occasions, a huge selection of gifts, even great exclusive Alabama and Auburn stuff, all kinds of household needs, and a complete selection of over-the-counter meds and supplies that you would expect. We are more than just a drugstore, but with our friendly, courteous staff and all of our great extras, we ought to be your drugstore. We're Marble City Pharmacy in Ogletree Plaza.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here. Last year, the Alabama State Park celebrated our 75th anniversary, but the fun really never ends. I'm happy because this year, special events and new promotions will help us reach out to those who have yet to visit a state park. In addition to providing family fun, our parks are located in some of the most beautiful parts of Alabama. So plan your next visit today, but this year, reach out and bring a friend. For more information, call 1-800-ALAPARK or go to alapark.com.
Since 1935, the Collins family has been the automobile business in Sylacauga. Bobby and Anderson Collins carry on that tradition today at Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Select from late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Our vehicles do not go on the lot until they are thoroughly inspected by our experienced mechanics. At Stop and Shop Auto Sales, we offer a 30-day warranty on all our inventory. Family owned and operated for 4 generations. Stop and Shop Auto Sales, 230 West 1st Street in Sylacauga.
Hi, and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm your hostess, Mandy Cantrell. I've been talking the first part of our show with Skye Owens, and we're going to continue a little bit more. We talked about her family, and we forgot to mention your brother and sister.
Yes.
That are
we're a very close family. My sister is Chrissy Chandler Schamberger. She now lives in Gulf Shores with her husband, Scott, who's actually originally from Childersburg.
Oh, okay.
And they have 2 beautiful daughters, Vera and Camille. Vera is 3 and Camille just turned 1. And we love to spoil them as much as we can.
Very close in age to your 2 youngest daughters.
They're very close. In fact, Mary Charles and Vera, I just do not think that you could get any sweeter than those 2. They're best friends. And although they don't get to see each other all the time, they adore each other. So we do like for them to visit as much as possible. In fact, when we were down there for Camille's birthday party, I was able to convince Chrissy and Scott to let me bring Vera home. And so she got to come home with us for a little while, and she actually was able to go to Vacation Bible School at our church.
Right.
So that was really fun for both of the girls. They enjoyed that.
It's fun that y'all can stay in touch.
Yes, we love that. And then my brother, his name is actually Robert Treese, but he goes by Do. Nobody knows him.
Nobody knows him by Robert.
Except for Do. And we're very proud of him too. He actually went to a lineman school in Trenton, Georgia. And it's very tough, is from what we were told. And it's a 15-week course, I believe. And he finished that with flying colors, and now he works as a contractor for Sumter Utilities, which they contract work with Alabama Power, and he's working with them. He's in Tuscaloosa right now, and just, ready to go wherever the wind takes him.
That's great. He can do that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm glad y'all have a close family,
We
sounds
do.
like.
We
And
do.
see, stay in touch. That's great. Now I want us to talk about your Mary Kay business. I know we talked at first. Well, I'll just kind of start. I guess I won't ask you that many questions about it. Just tell us how you got started with Mary Kay and
Okay.
where's
Well,
it
I actually celebrated my 6th year with Mary Kay this month. And it was one of those crazy things that I had never intended on starting anything like that, but it just kind of happened. And when I started, it was just really, I guess, more for fun and some extra money. And I was actually pursuing a different career at the time, but it grew. And Dre and I together decided that this was probably the best fit for our family as we were expanding our family and growing our family. That way I could be available for them. So, it works out perfectly for us because the way he works, he leaves so early in the morning, we're not even up yet. And I'm able to get the girls to school and then work while they're at school and pick them up from school, which is really important to me. I want to pick them up every day and hear about their days and what's been going on. And then when he gets in, then, sometimes I work in the evening. So it works out perfect for us.
That is great. That's great. That's a nice business to be able to, I know you have to put the time into it, but you can arrange it a little bit to fit your children.
Yes, I plan all of our life activities, and then I'm able to weave my business into it, which is ideal.
That's good. That's good. So you started kind of just as a hobby there, but it's grown. And tell me how it's grown. I know.
It has grown. It's just been a major blessing for our family, and I now have over, I would say, 150 customers, and I have about 50 women in our unit. I love that. Working with women is my passion that I didn't even realize until it happened. And so I'm able to work with women from the age of 18 to it doesn't even matter. And I help to coach and mentor and just help them to be the best them that they can be. And then through that, we get to work with customers of all age ranges. And I love working with younger girls and helping them to to see their inner beauty, because while it is skincare and makeup, it's so much more. It's more about them knowing that they're beautiful no matter what.
That's right. That's right. And it takes someone like you that knows how to do that. What color looks best?
Well,
how
it's
to make
funny.
You look the best you can look.
It's funny. I didn't know how at all. In fact, my cousin Lacey Rivers, she's more of the. She was always the girly girl in the makeup and the hair. She actually does hair now, but. When I started, she was like, "You're going to do what? Like, you don't know how to do that." And I was like, "I know. Can you believe they're going to let me do this?" But it's definitely a learned trade. So if you don't have to know anything about it, and you can learn. And that's exactly what I've done.
That is great. That's great. Well, I'm glad to know, because that would be very difficult for me, but that is not my calling. That's okay. And I know that you do happen to give back to the community. And a personal story here, my daughter is Miss Sylacauga now, and you give a gift certificate to Miss Sylacauga. Mary Kelly had a wonderful afternoon with you.
She's precious.
With, what is going to look best with my dress for interview. I mean, on stage makeup is a whole different thing.
Yes.
And you knew from being Miss Sylacauga and competing, and just helped her to feel beautiful going to Miss Alabama.
Well,
so thank you
Mary
for that.
Kelly is a joy anyway.
Well,
and anytime I get to spend time with her, it's always fun. And that day, it was she is a just naturally beautiful person.
Well.
And when she left, we just enhanced it just a little, and we just had the best time. She's so sweet.
Well, she lives the college life of get up, throw on some shorts and a t-shirt, and put my hair in a ponytail and go to class, which is great. It's wonderful. But now, when you go to Miss Alabama or anywhere, you need to know how to look right. So, and I know you help her, and you've helped all the Miss Sylacauga. So that is wonderful to give of your products and your time.
I love that I can do that.
Yeah. Now I happen to see on Facebook, do you do fundraisers, or you're available for things like that?
I have recently, I have in the past done different fundraisers. I've done a fundraiser for the Sylacauga Little League. But I have recently started a new fundraiser called Products for a Purpose. And a lot of people don't realize in Mary Kay, we actually make half of everything. So we make 50% of everything that we sell. So because of that, when I do a fundraiser, I'm able to give back 40% to whatever organization it is.
Right.
And to me, it's very important. And I actually just finished up one fundraiser for a girls all-star team, and was able to work with them. And I'm working right now with Beverly White and the ARC. They're doing the fundraiser right now. And it's fun because it's different, and I am able to give back a substantial amount. Right. So it's definitely my pleasure to do that.
Oh, that's great. I would not ever associate Little League with makeup. Really.
I know, but I mean, those women, those moms, those daughters, those aunts, those grandmothers, they all need, if not makeup, to wash their face with something, or a moisturizer, or even we have different products. We have fragrances and hand creams and things like that. So we also have men products too.
Oh, wow.
So we have something for everybody.
That's great. But that is so great of you to give back, and that is nice to know the profit there that you're able to do. That's wonderful. Well, tell me, I know. Well, let's look at those pictures we've got. We can pull those pictures up that kind of show some of the things you're involved in. Okay, there's the Premier Club.
This is our newest award. In Mary Kay, we are so fortunate to earn the use of career cars. And I have personally won, my unit and I have won 3 cars. This is our 3rd, putting us in the Premier Club level, which is just a higher level of recognition for our unit. It just puts us, a little bit more prestige. And we actually get to choose which car we want. And then this is the pink Cadillac. This is actually what we are on target for right now and working on. Usually if you're in Mary Kay, people say, "Do you have a pink Cadillac?" And I am working on it. For all of those who are wondering, we are actually on target for our Cadillac right now. And so we're so excited. We should have that in Sylacauga in the next 6 months, and that is something we are so proud of.
That is great. Wonderful. And that's setting goals, like you said, you're a family of goals.
Right.
Oh, now this looks fun.
Oh, this is fun. In Mary Kay, we get to earn cars, but we get to earn so much more. We get to earn jewelry and trips and purses and all kinds of Cinderella things. And this is 2 girlfriends of mine, Michelle and Joellen, both from Pensacola, Florida. We finished Court of Sales, and we were able to earn that beautiful ring. And walk across the seminar stage in our beautiful formal gowns, and just, it's really a Cinderella story. This company is really, it's really fun. So that's just one of the other prizes that we've been able to earn.
Well, we all need a motivator, you know, something to motivate us to set those goals.
Right.
And I know before we started talking, we were talking about, you said it's not just you, it is the whole unit.
That's right.
And
when you become a sales director with Mary Kay, and a sales director is just like a manager. We're just called sales directors. But you get to lead a team of women. And we have a team of about 50 women that I lead right now. And there is no I in our unit. It is definitely a team effort. And every accomplishment that we finish, it is because everybody has worked so hard. And when we just finished that Premier Club, I can't even put into words my emotions, because everybody was just, it was such a team effort, and everybody wanted to help. And it just really opened my eyes and my heart to a whole new level of this business and what it can do for other women. And I still don't even have the words for it. It's just amazing.
That's great. Now, you have a name for your...
I do. Mm-hmm.
Is it your unit?
Yes. Our unit is the Operation 31 unit, and it is for Proverbs 31. We all strive to be Proverbs 31 women. And if you're not familiar with that passage in the Bible, it's Proverbs 31 starting in verse 10. And it describes a perfect woman.
Right.
Now, we're not perfect people, but we can strive daily to be the best person we can. And so that's why I named our unit the Operation 31 unit, just to keep that in our forefront, at the top of our brain, to be the best mom, wife, leader in our community, businesswoman, you know, God-fearing woman we can be. So that's where we got our name from.
And you said you work with women of all ages.
All ages.
And for some it's a hobby, and that's fine.
That's totally fine.
And for some it's a full-time career, what they want to do. Right. What kind of plans do you have for the future for your business? Working on the pink Cadillac.
We are working on the pink Cadillac, and I actually have a few women that I'm helping to develop into the management position right now, and helping them earn their first free car, which is more exciting than getting a car myself, is helping other women to achieve their goals. And so really that's what it's all about for me right now. It's about helping other women set goals for themselves, showing them exactly how it can happen, and then going for it.
Well, it just seems like you're the perfect person for that, with the business degree, so you have the knowledge, and then you said later on you found out teaching and mentoring is something you were really meant to do.
I would have never thought teaching and me would go together, but it's because I work with women, not children. There are special people for that.
There are. Yeah.
But yes, you don't have to. I don't think that you know your calling always. Like, you don't always know what it is, and so I was kind of in limbo, like, you know, what is God's purpose for me? What is Skye Owens here for? And it has been through Mary Kay that I've been able to find that and realize that my purpose and my calling is to help enrich women's lives. And Mary Kay is just the platform for that.
Oh, that is wonderful to hear. A lot of women I know, like you said, are still searching and looking, and maybe this is what they need.
Maybe it is.
How can anyone get in touch with you if they wanted to be a part of that?
I am super easy to get in touch with. You can call me or text me. I will say that texting, emailing, or like sending a Facebook message is usually the easiest way at first, because I do have 3 kids and you never know what you're going to get when I pick up the phone. But they can call, or you can look me up on Facebook or email me, and I can give that information. You kind of tell me how to do that.
You can give your phone. Well, we have just a few seconds left, but probably the best way would to get in touch with you on Facebook.
Right.
Like that.
It's easy. Or my email, skyeowens@marykay.com. That's really easy too.
Okay, SkyeOwens@marykay.com.
I also have a website. It's really easy. marykay.com/SkyeOwens. And that has all of my contact information on it as well.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
And I know you've got a busy rest of the summer to keep your girls active. Not keep them active, keep up with them.
Keep up
maybe.
with them, yes, that's exactly right.
Well, thank you so much for what you're doing in our community, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.